Alright, in this video we are going to show you how to vectorize a JPEG image. In previous videos we talked about how to select an appropriate image for plasma cutting, something that will actually work, and we talked about how to doctor any kind of an image that has some issues. We took a look at images like this, where if we were to plasma cut this, we would lose the black center part of the O. If it was metal, it would just fall through. And we talked about how to use MyPaint, a free paint software that would allow us to just quickly marker in these tabs here to keep that in place and make it more like a stencil. Now we're going to vectorize that image. So let's go online. The whole point of vectorization is to take an image that would normally be pixels and turn it into mathematical lines. So we're going to vectorize it at vectorization.org. That's the website. We're going to browse for the file, and there's our file, and we make sure that we click DXF. Okay, that's the type of file that we're looking for. It's going to take this JPEG image and it's going to turn it into a bunch of mathematical lines that the plasma cutting software can handle, because it does not handle pixels, it handles lines. So we'll process that, and depending on your internet connection, it'll take a certain amount of time. So we'll just take a break here and wait for that to vectorize. Alright, so that has vectorized for us. It took a little while maybe because the internet connection is not very good, but usually it happens within 5 to 10 seconds. So here is our result. There's the DXF. We click on it and make sure that you choose to save the file. Do not open it. Save that file, and this starts to blink over here, and it tells us that it has downloaded our image. Now, a lot of people have trouble locating this file because they think it's gone to the desktop, and it actually hasn't. It's gone into the downloads folder on Firefox. So what we want to do here is, if we click on open containing folder, this little file folder tracks down our file for us. And there it is. There's our file, and it's telling us that it's in downloads, not on the desktop. Now, some people don't like to work out of the downloads folder because they can't find their stuff. They could, if they wanted to, drag it to the desktop, and then if we look on the desktop now, there is our file. Okay, on Linux computers it won't look like this. It'll probably look more like something like this here, just a plain page. But if you hover over it, click on it, hover over it, you'll see that it says it's a DXF file. And if you're still not seeing what type of file it is, you can check the properties and see that it actually is a DXF in the properties. You could do that on Linux as well. So that's our vectorized file. Let's just take a look at this file before we shut down the video. If I go to LibreCAD, which is our free CAD program that can be downloaded online for anybody for free, let's go in there. And I like to drag and drop, so we'll pull the window to the side, grab our file, dump it in here, and there it is. So if you can't find it, it's probably because it's a very big file. Just zoom out using the mouse wheel. If I push the mouse wheel in, I can get this pan hand, so I'll pan it and roll back in, and you can see that this whole thing has been vectorized into a whole bunch of mathematical lines. And if I zoom in on any part of this thing, it does not pixelate. It remains a mathematical line, which is what we need for the plasma cutter to understand the path that it needs to travel around here. It does not work with pixels. So that's it. That's how to vectorize very quick and easily. And from here, in our next video, we're going to talk about how do we make this the right size for the size of project that we want to actually have in real life. Currently, this is going to be significantly bigger than what we expect it to be.